Glad to see a change that side of people know. People start to post the real self. Now, but still people still judging. Yeah, they still the judge. Blasting this one and blasting that one and blasting and blasting. Some people doesn't make no sense out of it. China culture again. No accountability. Deflecting the truth from them and pointing the finger to the next one. Youth crisis, dog, people be on crap. And they don't want to own it. That is youth crisis. And everybody just, me? Not that one in it too. This one in it too. Doesn't make no sense. So people find owning the truth and still making no accountability. That is themselves causing problem in society. All that makes sense. Guys, say they calling out some girl on social media who play a mass band. And she decided to express herself on a live. Because she get glad. She get over glad. Over glad. She find a toy in her bag. And she get glad. She ain't know what's on the toy in the bag, in fact. They advertise it in the band. They're putting a toy in the bag. The whole island know the toy is going in the bag because the band said it's going to put it in the bag. And she is one to happen to get overexcited over the toy and express herself. Well, is that a smart move? No. It was dumb. Did she take accountability for it? I don't know. That's not my business. Now, seeing an adult move childish because she find a toy in a bag from a mass bag and decided to get excited over it and post it on the net. Is that responsible? Nope. Is that an adult way, a mature way to express itself? Nope. Now people coming on when she, because she had a last adjust. She's like, oh my gosh, thing, and like flecking it on and like further. Lapse of judgment has happened to most people. Yeah, it's called human error. You make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. But deflecting the accountability of yourself and pointing your finger at somebody else is so childish. In my book, it's called Book of Life. But well, so see, you're telling Boy and Color. I like Boy and Color. Watching Boy and Color in social media. Remember Boy and Color? That's Boy and Color behavior. Adults laughing at the next adult for the same thing they might do. Make that make sense? So people are like, yeah, real and what? Being dumb? Being dumb? Bad dumb moments. And it's like, okay, I have a next one. Go ahead. Have 5 dumb moments, 10 dumb moments. You're still looking dumb. And Sharon is like, huh? This is the leaders? This is people really an example? Then I say, by hard luck, by I make a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. I get overexcited, which you shouldn't. The way you hold that. And Sharon still watching. Everybody clung at somebody for making a mistake. Who promoted it? Who decided to put it in a bag? And why people going and blaming the person and not blaming the people who actually put it in the bag? Big adults, you playing mass and all that self-control. You have no self-control on the streets. What sense are you playing mass for? Adults have no self-control over themselves. No respecting the children that have self-control. If adults have no self-control, the children won't have none. That's common sense. You're watching the elders have no self-control, no self-regulation, no maturity. And this is the people we gotta watch out. That make no sense. In life, parent, teacher, anybody in any public sector must have self-control. Now people making say, oh my boy, it's the last day. But you wearing the people uniform and you whining. Then you want me to see you on the street and respect him? If you don't want to be in certain position in the public sector, don't be in it. Because you make an oath to yourself and to the public. That respect. We govern by the law in England. Code of ethics. You are under the British law. The highest court in Trinidad and Tobago, you still have to go to the British, not American. British still rule us. We are a republic, not independent. We are a republic island of Trinidad and Tobago. We are not an independent island of Trinidad and Tobago. England still rule us. We govern by England law. Anybody that take the case higher than what in the Trinidad system, it goes to England, not in Americans. So when people, well, do you know law? Do you know your history? We school system is governed by British law. That's why we have uniforms. We have no, what? We have a dress code. You see any child be going without uniform? Makes sense out of nonsense. We are highly educated people in the Caribbean. We wear school uniforms to be unified. Nobody better than nobody. That's why your child has to go with black shoes. Your children have to go with white shoes. That was certain dress code. Your child should be wearing certain hairstyle. Because we governed by British law, not American law. So when somebody say, but I'll be 20, no. When you are 18 years old, you are adult. Act like one. We not governed by the Americans. We are a republic of Trinidad and Tobago, but governed by British law. We are allowed to make our own anthem, have our own laws to a certain point. But you think we're free? We free the slaves for a reason, to be independent. But you are still governed by British law. How the British operate? With dignity, with pride. Especially the King of England. You ever see come over by social media and make a mess of yourself? No. What are the royal family does move? With dignity. Does it move with scandal? How is it with scandal? They keep it in house. So all I know all the rules and laws of Trinidad and Tobago. We not governed by the US. We partnership with the US. But we governed by British law. We respect British code of ethics. That's why when people go and government work, they swear on any religion they want to swear under the code of ethics. Code of ethics. I went to school. I went to Malabar RC, 5 Rivers and Northeastern College. We learned this. That's why we all have uniforms to respect it. China learn to respect the school uniform. The people in government have to respect the office. People who wear the uniform have to learn to respect the uniform. If you don't want to respect the uniform, leave the work. That's simple. You can have both worlds. I live in one. That is it. Because everybody who wear a uniform, you just see all that. Without uniform or not, the world sees you.